Welcome back to Montgomery County's Caregiver Engage at Home, brought to you by Montgomery County Government. Here in Maryland, we are striving to ensure that our caregivers stay connected and, most importantly, thrive during this period of social distancing. As I keep on saying in all of our presentations, this is no time to sit and not keep active and engaged. This episode is specifically devoted to how you can maintain your knowledge of what is happening in Montgomery County and Maryland in relation to COVID-19, but not get distracted by a whole lot of chatter or unreliable information. The best way that we can do that is to connect you with our trusted government resources. They include the federal government's agencies, Maryland, state government, and Montgomery County. How we're doing this is to feature those on a special section of the county's Caregiver Blog. I'm going to now step you through how to access them and other valuable resources on the county's Caregiver Blog. So here we are on the Montgomery County Caregiver Blog. I'm going to feature the website address on the YouTube channel, Engage at Home, where you found this episode. It starts at the top with the home page. The home page features every blog post that has been published, and most specifically, those that are at the top were featured and updated most recently. Here is the web address. You'll notice that it isn't Montgomery County Government. We use a Google platform, which is Blogspot, to host our blog. It has our logo, and I'm also going to show you, just for your own peace of mind, how you can access this directly through the county's website. So, Montgomery County's Caregiver Support Programs blog, and at the top are our navigation bars. Different than a traditional blog, we've designed this so it looks like a website. Many of these features are not as utilized at the moment, seeing we're doing less in-person activities, but today we're going to focus on how to connect with reliable and trusted information regarding COVID-19. We have added a new tab. Here is our new COVID-19 tab. I'm just going to click on that, and that will take you to all of our specific COVID-19 updates. We do feature a range of resources regarding government on Engage at Home, yet oftentimes it is not always possible to give the full piece of information in a timely manner through Engage at Home. So I wanted to let you know that we will be updating the blog, which will include all of the topical details regarding COVID-19. So let's just have a quick look through of some of the most recent pieces that we have on the county's blog regarding COVID-19. One of the first ones here that actually has recently been updated is specifically to the Department of Health in the state of Maryland. Trusted information specific to this region. Topics are very simple: statistics, how to keep healthy, fact sheets, available resources. And here is the link that will take you directly to the Maryland Department of Health. Underneath that, I have a similar document which then talks about Montgomery County specific updates. It includes links to the county's Health and Human Services broad programming, and that is specific to COVID-19. What kind of health services are available, what currently there are adaptations to programs, live updates with our county executive, and other areas that we want our residents to have the most latest and up-to-date information. Here is the web link that then will take you directly to Montgomery County's Health and Human Services updates. So underneath that, for those who don't know about Engage at Home, that's where we have featured Engage at Home and encouraging people to join us for these wonderful videos. So then we also have a new section that has been developed through Montgomery County's public-private partnerships. I am going to open this because I think it's a very unique document, and it's one that's going to provide a lot of support and access to resources. This is one that is across all of our departments, and it's focused on those quality of life needs that residents are letting us know that they have and that they are in desperate need for support. So here is the document, and it's titled COVID-19 Constituent Resources Toolkit. And I'm just going to take us with a quick view of some of the information. So what it does is provides you with lists and access to quick resources. Some of them are phone numbers, some of them are websites. Many people have told us that due to loss of employment, that their status has changed because they are no longer able to have that weekly payroll coming, a paycheck coming in. There also could be challenges then with how do you pay your bills? How do you make sure that all of those requirements that people have as commitments are still able to be fulfilled, including utilities, rent, insurance, and other items. Here we talk more specifically about how people can navigate resources associated with that loss of income and employment. So many people in Montgomery County may be caregivers, and at the same time they are parents of children. So we wanted to include information that people could keep abreast of what are the most latest updates in relation to education and children, and specifically some resources that they may not have already connected with. I work in the county's Area Agency on Aging, and this is a section here where we have information that is all about how, as a caregiver or an older adult or someone with a disability, there can be access to a range of resources. Food is something that we've heard from a lot of people. How can we access food? I'm too scared to leave the house. How can I get food brought into the home? I can afford it, but I don't feel comfortable about leaving the house. This is a very large section on how that sort of information can be available to you. We have information that is for support for businesses and non-profits, and then public and private services. What sort of services are available to people? We then finish off the document with information regarding some of the most important things about changes and restrictions within Montgomery County, and we have heard from folk who do want to help. How can they assist those that aren't able to help themselves? So we have resources in that area. And then finishing, the final piece is what we didn't have a category for, but we know that people will be more than interested in getting information. So I'm just going to scroll back up. I won't pause too much. I think one of the areas that a lot of people are talking about is this piece of how to stay connected, how to stay safe, whether you have your loved one in this area or you live elsewhere and your family member lives here. So this is specific to seniors and older adults with disabilities. We also include sections up here regarding, as I said, employment and assistance for those that have lost their jobs. And right up the top, we really start with some of the most important things, which is health and safety. So just to remind everyone, all of this can be found on Montgomery County's Caregiver Support Program. And on the top tab, we start with our new area, which is COVID-19. Now, for anyone who may not feel comfortable accessing this information through a non-county government website, on the right-hand side of the navigation, we do have an area where you can connect directly with the county's webpage. And here it is here. These are listed resources, and the top one is the county's caregiver webpage. So I'm just going to open that. This is all county government. You can see here the address is Montgomery County Government. And in this list here, it includes the county's newsletter and blog. I'm just going to click on that. And here we are where you can actually visit the blog. So I'm going to click there. It's just asking if you feel comfortable about being redirected. And here we are. We are now on the blog. So that just reassures anyone that if they don't feel comfortable going to a website that doesn't have .gov at the end of it, you can contact the county's blog directly from the county's caregiver webpage. So this is the end of our episode today, and it's been a pleasure to give you more information on how you can keep up to date with Montgomery County, Maryland's resources and supports for caregivers. I encourage everyone to nest well, find way to keep active and fit and engaged every day. Stay peaceful and calm. And remember that if you do need immediate assistance, you can contact the county's Aging and Disability Services on 240-777-3000. Be well.